I'm Sarah Fishel, and I'd like to welcome you to the McKinnis House. Today, I am making a white sausage gravy. To do this, the first thing I'm going to do is take some whole hog sausage, and I'm going to place it in my cast iron Dutch oven and fry it up. So we're going to put it in there, and you can tell my oven is nice and hot because it's already sizzling. Once I have this all fried, the secret to making a good white sausage gravy is not to let your sausage scorch or burn on the bottom of your cast iron. So I'm going to continue to stir this. If it sounds like it's getting too hot, then I'll raise it up off of there because I don't want brown gravy. I want a nice white gravy. So let that cook for just a little bit. Once the sausage is cooked, I will take it off of the stove. I'll stir in about 1/4 cup of flour, a pinch of salt, a pinch of pepper, and once I have that all stirred together, I'll add my milk. But I'm not adding that while it's on the stove. I'm taking it off the stove, adding it off the stove, so that my milk does not scorch real quickly on the bottom of my cast iron. So this makes a very nice hearty gravy to serve the men when they come in from doing their farm work or from hunting. My fire's hot enough that it's cooking very quickly. And you're going to salt this to taste. Now, I said a pinch of salt, but once you have it all stirred together and it tastes like it needs a little bit more salt, then you're going to add that. But a lot of the time, your sausage has enough seasoning in it to take care of the flavor. So it takes about 5 minutes to actually let this all brown up really well. So let it brown there. It's almost brown enough. Once it's done, then I'll bring it up and I'll add the flour to it, stir it around, add the salt and the pepper, and stir that. So, I think we're good. Now let's get the hot pad here. Because like I said, I want to remove this from the stove. And you can see I stirred that and I did not let it scorch on the bottom. So my gravy will be nice and white. So my flour's going in now. I'm going to stir that up. And the reason that you add the flour first is because if you pour the milk in there and then pour the flour in there, you'll get clumps and balls of flour in your milk. So I always do that first. I'm going to add just a little bit of salt in here. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. Stir that around. Add my milk. And this is 1/4 of milk. So you've got 1 pound of sausage and you've got 1/4 of milk. And that makes you about 6 servings of sausage gravy. I also always have on hand a little extra milk if it gets too thick, because as it cooks, this white gravy is going to get very thick, and you want that because you want it to stay on your biscuits. So we're going to go ahead and put this back over here on the stove. There we go. And you want to continue to stir it, because if you don't continue to stir it, it will stick on the bottom, it will burn, and your gravy will be ruined. So we're just going to let that cook right there. And it's going to cook about 15 minutes before it's nice and thick. And I will show you, I have already prepared one batch of gravy. And so we'll set that over here and you can take a look at how thick this already is. So I cooked this a little bit earlier. And look how nice and thick it is and how white it is. So this is all ready to serve over our biscuits. And so I will take a biscuit from our pot here and show you just how yummy your biscuits and gravy can be. Just crumble your biscuit up in there, pour your gravy over it, and there you have it. White gravy with sausage, ready to eat. Enjoy.